Hi guys, Jake here. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. I hope it was a good one. I hope you guys all had a good holiday season. Um, so I figured there's no Q Ranger this week, so no new live reaction. So it seemed like a good opportunity to do a end of year, beginning of new year, I guess, wrap up, sort of like I did for 2016. Um, Overall, we managed to accomplish a lot this past year as a channel. Starting right there, 2017 was definitely a crazy, busy year. But it after in 2016, I had said I had only done 26 videos that year, and it felt really light. And we like tripled that this past year, which was great. We did 65 live reactions between the 43 Q Rangers of that year and the 22 Power Rangers Ninja Steels. We finally got the return of Database Rangers Power Reviews after a 2-year hiatus, starting with the big Year 2 finale that had been so long in production. And it was just great to finally get that out this past summer. And then just last month, we finally kicked off Year 3. Almost got 3 episodes out before the end of December. I was really pushing for that, but we're still doing sort of one every other week, and that's been going well. We're now, after having been stalled out at 78 episodes for the longest time, finally got out, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, with 83 just dropping this past week. Sadly, New Year's Day instead of New Year's Eve, but obviously, for those of you who've seen that episode, a lot happened, and that's one that I have been really working towards for a long time, in terms of various aspects of the production of the series. So it was really great to be able to finally show some of that to you guys, and we've got a lot of crazy, great stuff coming down the pipeline, especially now that we've got some of those new plot developments. I am hoping to get out a few more episodes, again, probably every other week, for the next month or two before we take another short hiatus, probably a couple months, and then resume in the summer. We're going to continue to work on Power Reviews in blocks, probably taking a break after episode 87 is most likely to be the sort of mid-season break. We could call it maybe the end of Act 1 of Year 3, I suppose you could call it. So that's been very exciting. I'm glad to be able to get back to these characters and to push them to the next level, so I'm looking forward to doing that throughout this next year. It is my sincere hope that we will be able to finish Year 3 across the course of this year, and thus complete Power Reviews as a whole. That will mean 17 more episodes, which is a lot, especially considering over the past, 2.5 years, I've only released 5. But now that we have stuff rolling, a lot of stuff has been filmed, sort of spread throughout the remaining 17 episodes. So I still have a lot left to write and put together, but hopefully filming and producing them in these chunks will help make things a little bit smoother. Most of the work on those first 7 episodes is largely done now, with the exception of a few bits of filming left to do, and obviously editing as well. But things are moving along well, and I'm hoping that we can finally finish this story with episode 100. Hopefully by the end of the year, we shall see. I'm a big help is that we've now have our better filming space, which was another big thing from last year, as I'm sort of now in our little film studio for DR Productions, aka the spare bedroom. So that's going to really streamline a lot of things. Also, the fact that we moved back to where we were living previously after living on campus last year has also put a lot of stuff into an easier position. So yeah, actually getting into more of the stuff from last year outside of the 70 plus videos that we released, including the power reviews, live reactions, promos, our 5-year anniversary rider log, which is set in year 3 along with the other Ranger logs, and of course the big Power Rangers movie premiere 5-part vlog series. Outside of that, it was a busy year personally. Marissa and I had been living on the private school campus where I was working. But at the end of that school year, that job ended, and we had to move, which at the time seemed, was kind of a big bombshell. Everything's kind of thrown into chaos, but it's all worked out really well. We're really happy with our new home. We're glad to be back near our friends and be able to see them without having to drive close to an hour. The teaching job, as great as it was for me professionally, was absolutely exhausting in a lot of respects. Just in terms of the private school environment. Prior to that, there was the commute, and the fact that I just didn't have a lot of experience teaching yet, and so there was a lot of extra work that ends up emerging from that. So I'm really glad that now I'm in grad school, studying properly, taking the right path now towards becoming a teacher again, getting my teaching certification. So right now I'm working towards my Master's of Arts in Teaching, and I finished up my first semester by the end of the year. Got all A's on my 2 classes, so yay. So I'm on track for becoming a full student moving forwards. I had to be non-matriculated due to the late admission, but since my grades were good, I'm good to be a full student moving forwards. That's going to make everything easier and put me on track to get my certification in the next year and a half. So that's pretty great. Tutoring is what I've been doing now for work instead of teaching, and that's been going well. I've been collecting students independently, working with a local tutoring center, and getting along well with the students. I've been getting nothing but good feedback. So after starting the year in a pretty stressful situation where, I was so stalled out on power reviews, and I was living where I worked, while convenient and definitely financially very helpful. It's a stressful situation if you're living where you work, you're pretty much always on the job, and it puts you in a stressed state of mind. So between that and just the work of the job, and being separated from all the people who we would usually hang out with by virtue of just living an extra 45 minutes away from where we were living before, the year started off pretty stressful, plus various chaotic things going on in the world. I'm not even going to get into that. I know that for the world at large, and it has been a difficult year, and I do hope that next year will be better, or I guess this coming year will be better. But I feel like I ended the year in a much better place than where I started. And I'm really glad that I had a lot of the experiences that I got to have. Not everything always went according to plan. Obviously, episodes get get delayed even when I thought they might be done. You know, obviously, it never feels good to have to leave a job, generally speaking, unless you were the one who chose to leave it. And you know, there was still plenty of stress throughout the year, but I accomplished a lot of what I set out to do, and that is a great feeling. And I'm looking forward to continuing on that momentum throughout this year, and doing more. Continuing with our live reactions, continuing to release power reviews. I think this year we can top last year even, and I'm looking forward to really getting closure on a series that I've dedicated so much of the last 5 years of my life to. You know, it's weird to think that I've been working on this one project for so long now, and that so many people have sort of followed along with me and Marissa, and the rest of our cast on this sort of journey that we've been on. When I first started it, I figured, oh, I'll try one video, see how it goes. Oh, okay, that first video went well. I'll try through to see how many I can do throughout to the end of the year. Okay, now I'll do a full year of videos. Okay, now it's good. Let's do a whole story, and it's been a crazy experience. You know, I'm used to doing theater where, you know, you're done with a show in a couple months. So to spend 5 years with these characters and these stories has been kind of amazing, and but as amazing as it has been, I'm hoping to finally achieve some closure on it, and you know, be able to move on to future projects. Some good things I'm hoping to accomplish in this next year, 2018. I definitely, you know, I want to keep doing well in school. You know, I've got spring, summer, and fall semesters to go through, so that's gonna keep me plenty busy again. Keeping rolling on the tutoring. That's been going well so far. I hope it continues to go well. And then just, you know, making videos, you know, keeping the production rolling, really getting into good rhythms, good practices. You know, it's so much more complex than it was when we started, when I just, you know, I had a borrowed camera that I balanced on top of a table, and I used a desk lamp for my lighting, and that was it. And now I've got umbrella lights, green screen, a set that we have built, you know, proper mic, camera with proper tripod. It's just so much bigger than it was when it started, and that was a big goal of it from the beginning, to see how I could continue to evolve and improve on myself as a filmmaker, I guess you could say. I don't always think of myself as such, but you know, this is kind of a filmmaking thing. So anyway, as far as other highlights from last year, obviously the red carpet premiere of the Power Rangers movie will be something that I will always remember as a huge life highlight. I still can't believe, you know, people I met, the things I got to see. It was just a great experience overall, sitting there in the front row, enjoying the movie, which was so much fun, and, you know, just having the feeling of just being there wash over me, and standing up and turning around, seeing the whole theater empty, because I was just so basking in the glow of that experience. And, you know, walking the red carpet, meeting people on the red carpet, you know, actually being there is you know, it's something you've seen on TV, but it's so different to be there in person and interact with those people in real life, and be able to see a movie and then walk right up to the director and tell him just how much you enjoyed it. or just have the producer of the movie know you by name and call out to you at the party and want to know what you thought. And that was crazy. I still can't believe that happened. And I'm looking forward to seeing what this new year will bring. You know, we've got another Power Morphicon coming up, so I'm hoping to do something fun for that. We'll see. Looking forward to more videos, getting through my classes, and really just sort of settling into this new version of life that we kind of made over the course of last year. And you know, hopefully finding ways to, you know, take better care of myself and not get too stressed out. So, to all you Ranger fans out there, thank you so much for your support and your patience over this past year and these last 5 years, 5+. I'm so grateful to all of you who have responded so well to all of our work, and I really hope that we do right by you with these final 17 episodes moving forward. And I really do want to try and I guess this is one of my other goals, and it's one thing that I feel very bad about that I haven't taken care of properly. I do want to find ways to properly thank our Patreon patrons who have contributed so much over these last couple years and have received credit, but otherwise I haven't been able to do my rewards as I had originally envisioned, largely due to just how busy the last couple years have been. I really I underestimated, I guess, how crazy occupied I was going to be, and I lost track of really thanking the people who have really helped a lot with making this possible. So I'm hoping to, if not be able to deliver on the original rewards as promised, hopefully be able to find some rewards to thank you, especially those who have been contributing for the last several years and have really put a lot into the series. So I'm going to try and look into what I can do on that, probably in the next couple of months. Right now, trying to get these last few episodes out of Act 1 of Year 3 is a lot of work, but hopefully once those are taken care of, I can focus on doing a few videos for you guys, as was originally promised, and I'll try and be in touch through our Patreon page. So I guess, wow, this ended up going a little longer than I anticipated. There was a lot to talk about this year, and I'm hoping that next year will be even better. This will be hopefully wrapping things up, and of course, 25th anniversary of Power Rangers this summer coming up. So I'm sure we're gonna have to do something for that, and there's going to be craziness going on for that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel brings. Hopefully it will improve upon Power Rangers Ninja Steel, which was a bit of a disappointment this year. And I really hope that we can really get a good anniversary celebration. To sort of, that it was just that this last year was just a stumbling block, and things will start to improve again. But yeah, you'll hear plenty of my thoughts on Ninja Steel in the upcoming live reactions as we see how that evolves. And I look forward to finishing Kyuranger and checking out what this next year of Sentai might bring. So once again, happy 2018, and until next time, farewell Ranger fans, and let the power protect you.